It only takes one, boys and girls. It only takes one. Uncle Chester says Blago is going to walk.
And the little that's left of John Edwards' reputation is about to be ruined.
Meanwhile, on behalf of Flood Brothers Disposal Service, we welcome you once again to Culture Clash. I'm Chad Kopic, along with
Catherine Saxon.
All right, you got the eyes, you got the ears, you got the whole bod today posed on John Edwards.
Yes.
There's only one thing I've ever noticed of John Edwards that I've really taken note of.
Okay.
He never has a hair out of place.
Yes, that's true. Is he sort of your idol for hair? Is he your go-to guy?
No, because my hair has been, shall we say, worked on.
Did you bring in a picture of his hair when you went to get a little
No,
work?
but I mean, here's the thing about John Edwards right off the top. You got the mistress involved. That tells me the obvious.
Riel Hunter, right?
The mistress is going to write the tell-all book. She'll get an advance of about $100,000. And I think, given
Wait, this is just your foreshadowing of the tell-all book?
Yeah, this is my looking into the crystal ball.
That it's inevitable that she's going to write it.
This is Nostra Kopic looking into the crystal ball and telling you what's going to transpire.
I think it's a great idea.
And eventually, because the feds are looking very strongly right now at John Edwards, when the feds are involved, they don't want to come up a loser. So don't be surprised if John Edwards winds up in the same minimum security penitentiary with former Governor George Ryan.
Well, he might also end up there since he's under investigation right now. That's for the alleged payments that he made for Miss Hunter to pay off, his bastard child. I don't know if I can say that, but...
Oh my gosh. Heavens to Betsy.
Well, also,
somebody call up Lawrence Welk.
Also, he has the lawsuit that's going on right now that was filed by Riel Hunter against Andrew Young, who worked for John Edwards. She's trying to reclaim her personal possession, the sex tape that her and John Edwards made. So John Edwards had to go on stand, and his testimony is apparently going to be made public, part of it. That's what the judge said.
So let me see if I've got this right.
Are you following this?
John Edwards wants the sex tape he made with Andrew Young.
Riel wants the sex tape back.
Washington in 1975.
Well, Andrew Young was the guy.
Me totally confused.
Okay, Andrew Young was the guy who, claimed that he was the father of Riel's child when it was actually John Edwards.
John was the father of the child.
He was, but Andrew Young was at first covering up for John Edwards. This is it was a mess. I don't know if you.
You ever heard Abbott and Costello do Who's on First?
No.
You haven't?
No.
When you get a little older, I'll let you know all about it.
Okay.
All right, good looking. What's next?
Okay, well, Rod Blagojevich launched the campaign of his life last Thursday. He went to testify, obviously, for the grand jury, and for the first 5 hours, okay, it was just about the biography of his life. He didn't even get into, all of the allegations for what he is being charged with. So, I mean, I think initially what they were going for, his attorneys are pretty intelligent, actually. They were trying to have him do the whole chattiness, which helped him win 2 contests for Illinois governor, obviously.
Well, I don't think the conversation is really relevant. I don't think the conversation is the really important ingredient in what transpired with Blago down on Randolph Street. It's when he made eye contact with Patty and they both either were crying legitimately or were feigning tears. But, it only takes one, as they say in the trade. One sympathetic female. One female who doesn't like Blagojevich, but one female who saw Patty have to eat bugs on national television. That's why I'm telling you.
I don't know if that's going to help his case, actually.
I am convinced that Blagojevich is going to walk. Now, when I say walk, let me rephrase. He might be convicted on a couple of counts, but is there going to be a blanket
of the 20 counts? I don't think so either.
Not a chance, because once again, something about Blagojevich tells me he's a Teflon man.
Well, I mean, obviously there's been political horse trading since the beginning of politics, but did he sell the Senate seat is obviously the question. And I think that they have him obviously on tape saying, what was the quote? Oh, this is golden, or I'm golden, or something like that. He didn't mean golden literally.
If he's golden, Tony Accardo's golden.
I think he meant golden as, obviously he was trying to do some political trading. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Don't take that personally in this situation, but you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. But is he guilty of actually benefiting financially from this? There hasn't been any proof of that yet. So,
well, is professional wrestling phony?
Yes.
Politics and professional wrestling
Have a lot in common.
there's really no great differentiation. Blago is guilty. Blago knows he's guilty. He's gone on the national tour. You know, even if he winds up going to the joint, when he comes back out, he's going to make a small
So you're
fortune.
saying he's guilty of trying to sell the seat to profit?
Absolutely, without
You're
question.
saying,
Now,
I
will
don't
he
think
be-
so. I think he might have been an idiot, and he's a blabbermouth, and he rambles. But I don't know necessarily
In
if
that case, he should be the male host on
Okay,
the show.
but that's welcome to politics. Yeah, you guys have a lot in common.
We do? Like what?
Men behaving badly.
Okay.
Okay.
Next, Einstein.
Next topic in men behaving badly is Hines Ward. We were talking about this last week. He won Dancing with the Stars.
I told you he was going to win Dancing with the Stars.
I know. You predicted it. You're right. I was wrong. He obviously has a bigger fan base, and I have to say he was the best. But for the person that if you watch the show, you develop a sense of him being this charismatic and warm-hearted, and he's this great smile. And then I was fascinated with the fact that he was voted NFL's dirtiest player in 2009.
Yeah.
And also broke the jaw of a rookie in 2009, is known as the blindside guy, the nastiest in pro football. I thought that I'd bring that up and ask you about it because
You seem kind of intrigued by all this.
I don't know about intrigued. Okay, yeah, I was intrigued. I mean, this was not the person that I thought that I was watching on Dancing with the Stars.
I mean, my ex-wife and I, we were big on the rough stuff.
Sarah Palin, she just will not go away. She joined thousands of motorcycles from across the country in an annual ride that draws attention to American veterans and also missing troops, which, nothing wrong with that. Very nice of her, commended. But does this foreshadow the inevitable she's going to run for president? Of
course she's going to run for president. I mean, this is all designed toward the Iowa caucus in New Hampshire, but right now the Republican Party is in a shambles. If you had the election in 1 month, Barack Obama would win with 55% of the vote. Why? Because he's a brilliant fundraiser. He's a brilliant campaigner. The Republican Party right now is DOA. Who's going to vote for Huckabee? Who's going to vote for Palin? I mean, the Republican Party is, I've never, in all my years on this planet, all 200, I have never seen the Republican Party as dead or as listless, with the possible exception of the era of Barry Goldwater, who I'm sure you remember very, very well.
Like
This
the
is
back of my
last
hand.
time- This is the last time I've seen the Republican Party look so completely disorganized. They don't have a candidate.
I know that we're even talking about Sarah Palin. I mean, this could just be, free publicity for her and doing a good cause, but it's also, okay, is she inching closer to the fact that we're going to have this
She's
woman
not
run
a
for
presidential
president?
candidate. She's a wind-up Barbie doll.
Okay.
Every time I hear her talk, it's like this. She sounds like she's sitting in a bar in Milwaukee.
All right, well, I
Give me
mean,
a Pabst.
don't you know? I mean, I'm just, please, can the Republicans stop dropping out, and can we please get a legitimate candidate? I need somebody we can throw in the ring with Obama.
Ooh, Eisenhower died.
Well, okay. What about Chris Christie, New Jersey?
Chris Christie?
Yes.
Sounds more like a shortstop for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay. He's real.
Gomez at second. Chris Christie is short. Chris Christie? Walk down Michigan Avenue right now, Blondie, and ask 1,000 people who Chris Christie is.
What do you want his name to be?
person
Chet
knows-
Kopic?
I think I'm a very viable candidate, as a
Oh.
matter of fact. Hey, first of all, to be
On that
president,
note-
you don't have to take a civil service test. It's a very easy job to obtain.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Tony Romo. Have you
Yeah.
heard of him? Okay. He just got married to pageant queen Candace Crawford, who is the sister to, I'm sure, the show that you watch every single week, Gossip Girl, who Chase Crawford, he's on that show.
What channel is that on?
That is on channel WGN, I believe. Yes.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. The only time I watch Channel 9 is to watch Micah Matera and the ball game.
Okay.
So
Well,
again,
fit this
you've
into
got
your
me on
busy
this.
schedule. Okay, Gossip Girl. It's a trendy show for kids around my age, high schoolers, whatever. So they got
Wait, kids your age, high schoolers?
kids my age and high schoolers.
What are you doing getting dead drunk at 4 o'clock in the morning in the lodge if you're a high schooler?
I mean, what? It's the 90210 of our age. So I'm just
Hold on, I
letting you
better
know.
stop. It's 3 a.m. I'm doing biology at 8:30.
So, all right, he kicked Jessica Simpson to the curb and got engaged to her and gave her an 8-carat yellow diamond ring. So I'm wondering, I know you've been married before. I'm wondering what are the rings that you've dished out.
Well,
Comparable,
I got to tell you,
comparable to an 8-carat yellow diamond ring.
I went to some of the hottest bubblegum machines in all of Chicago to get my wife her wedding ring.
They have those ring pops, you know, where you can actually lick them.
I think I spent I spent a lot. I spent $6,000
Okay.
on my wife's wedding.
I wasn't expecting you to. Maybe
But
a little less
than
than the
when I was
8-carat.
making money.
You still are. You're on this show.
That's what I said back in the days when I was making money.
All right, well, on that depressing note, in other news, reality TV star Kim Kardashian, I don't know if you
Let me
heard
tell
about.
you can't go anywhere and say anything about Kim Kardashian until you state the obvious. She's got a
You
bigger
guys
butt.
both have the same
She's got a bigger
rear.
butt
Okay.
than Queen Latifah.
All right.
And Queen Latifah's butt is bigger than Wyoming.
Okay. Okay, so she's engaged to Chris Humphries, who plays for the New York Nets.
Right.
Nets, sorry. And she is 5'1", he is 6'9". That alone, to me, I'm like, I don't know how that would work out so well, but...
We're going to have them both take a course in physics.
Yes, and she is 31 and he is 26. So another thing that was a little surprising to me in the age, I don't know. I mean, I guess it works. So she's...
Kim Kardashian is going to be slinging hash at an IHOP by the time she's 40.
I don't know
That's
about
my
that.
prediction.
She's worth a lot of money. Moving forward, there's an Emerson Health report that I was thinking that this might help both of us, actually, that fast eaters get fat faster. This has just come out. It's a new study. It's, 21st century technology. Have you heard of anything about this?
No, but I mean, my first reaction is they probably got a $25 million grant for a 10-year study, and they lined up a bunch of people, and they said,
And we
okay,
could have cured cancer.
Start eating.
I mean,
And the one guy who won the Nathan's hot dog eating contest.
thank you, Captain Obvious, on that note.
I mean, that's
The tip,
that's
you want
logical.
well, you
want to
hear what the tip was? Take a sip of water every once in a while, and it may slow you down. Otherwise, as you get older, your metabolism slows down, and you might be heading to Big Loser Land. The Biggest Loser TV show. So that was the tip of the day on that. Could you?
You know what I have in mind right now, don't you?
So Chet,
Oh, you
eat
know what
slower.
I have in
Eat
mind,
slower.
Alice.
Talk slower.
Okay.
Well,
Is that it? Are we complete?
you know what? I think
anything
that
else
that's
on your mind?
all I can handle for today.
All right. That wraps it up for Culture Clash, brought to you by the marvelous people at Flood Brothers Disposal Service. I'm Chet Kopic, along with
Catherine Saxon.
And we'll catch you next time around right here on Culture Clash in about 7 days. Until then, peace, love, and rock and roll. So long, everybody.